Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce me. Here I come. Yeah. Here I go. Woo!
Hey cuties and anybody else tuned into this. I'm Nick, the Caftan cutie, and hopefully you're watching this after having watched my first Facebook Live. I was a featured guest on CherishedFlight Live, a weekly series that my good friend Candace Green has been hosting, where she's featured different people finding peace in a multitude of ways during this global pandemic and everything else that's going on in the world. So I had an opportunity today to chat about my career and how it is that the pandemic led me to creating the group Caftan Cuties on Facebook. And I wanted to come online just to give you guys a taste of the caftan that I wore. If you were following any of my posts during this week, as I was, advertising the fact that I was going to be part of this live, I also was talking about how I didn't know what I was going to wear, which seems weird, but it's a good problem to have because purchasing caftans has become a habit of mine while I've been on lockdown. People are buying all types of things. I started buying caftans. So I have a wonderful assortment of caftans that I could choose from. And up to this morning, I still wasn't sure what I was going to wear for my conversation with Candace. So I actually, maybe 2 hours or so prior to, thought about what I wanted to wear, and it was one of the caftans I hadn't opened yet. So I went to my pile of caftans, packages. And as I was going to get one of the other caftans, I saw my package from Grassfields, and it became obvious to me that that was actually the caftan that I needed to wear today. So sorry for the other brand or any other brands I did not choose to wear on my live today. I'm not even going to mention the name because I don't want anybody to be in their feelings, but I did determine that I wanted to wear this caftan by Grassfields. So I have it here on my little body form that after the live that I did, I've decided to call it Lola. If you have a chance, go on Facebook, go to CherishedFlight, see the conversation that was being had during the live, and you'll see how I landed on Lola for my girl here. And she's wearing the caftan that I wore on the live. So as I mentioned, it is by the brand Grassfields. So it's as it sounds, Grass hyphen Fields. And the reason why I decided that this was perfect is because it was created by two Black women who are from Cameroon. So I, felt good about wearing something featuring a, Black-owned business, African-owned business, woman-owned business. This was actually launched by two sisters, twin sisters, Christelle and Michelle. Christelle actually was the one who was the brainchild behind creating their brand. She knew how she felt when she wore clothing that is, common to their upbringing and the type of clothes that they wore dressing up, as opposed to putting on like suits to go to work. And she brought the idea to her sister, having no retail experience, and the rest is history. They launched this wonderful, beautiful brand. And the thing that I really love about the brand is that they employ what they call makers, who are skilled seamstresses, tailors, men and women of Cameroon, who create these wonderful, wonderful garments for them. So it's, when I say that it is definitely, hands-on affair coming, straight out of Africa, I'm not even kidding. So, I'm going to definitely give you guys the information. So if you wanted to follow them or check them out on Instagram, as well as check out their website, you can. I encourage you to. They don't only make caftans, they make beautiful sets and dresses and just, these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous prints and patterns. So this is actually my first purchase ever from Grassfields. My older sister Nadine is a big fan of them. She's bought a lot from them. And earlier this spring, they featured a couple caftans that were available for pre-order, and my sister was one of the first people who was like, I love them. So it's good because sometimes you see brands online and you're like, is this a reputable brand? Is this good? And she vouched for them. And a bunch of my Caftan Cutie members actually purchased this caftan as well as same styling but in a different colorway. I waffled back and forth about which one to buy. I really would have loved to buy all of the patterns that it's offered in, but I settled on this one. So it comes in this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous like wine red. It's like a deep, deep red and black. I'm not even sure if the light is doing the justice so you can see the variation in the print and pattern that's on it. For the Facebook Live, I decided to go with gold accessories. These are not the accessories that I wore on the live. I actually still have on the accessories that I wore for the live. I went old school and wore my old school nameplate that I've had since I was in high school, as well as my name ring. I threw it back, and a little necklace that says Brooklyn, and some hoop earrings and bangles that I've had since I was a child, as well as a bangle that I received when I lost an ancestor, and I inherited this beautiful bangle from Trinidad. But the colors of this caftan to me lends itself to gold accessories. So I accessorized with gold earlier, and right now I have it accessorized with a gold chain that literally is a link chain, as well as a layered cowrie shell necklace. So it has gold tones on it. There's alternating gold and natural colored cowrie shells, and the hardware on this necklace is also gold. So again, I felt that these colors are very rich and needed gold jewelry, but you know, if you had something similar, it's to each her own. You don't have to go with gold. I just love that. You know, it really offsets the gold well. Feature of this is that it is an off-the-shoulder caftan. So I love that. It adds a little bit of sexiness to the caftan. You see, I am definitely a fan of the off-the-shoulder look. And another thing is that this caftan actually has pockets. It is hard to find a caftan that has pockets. Well, this caftan has pockets. So, you know, my cell phone fits in it, so that's a huge plus, because I hear my cuties comment all the time that they love their caftans, but they wish that it had pockets. So, you know, this has pockets. Love it, love it, love it. So that's what I wore for my first ever Facebook Live. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I definitely would buy more from them. I might check it out and see if the other pattern is still available and place an order. It is coming from Africa, so you want to be patient if you do order from them, because obviously due to the pandemic, orders are delayed. It took a while to get here, but I can tell you it was well worth the wait when I received it. It's gorgeous. It looks beautiful on. It's very voluminous, so you can probably size down once you determine what your size is based on their chart, because there's a lot of volume, and some people don't like the added volume, and some people like it because they like that, you know, the volume just kind of hints at what you're working with and doesn't hug you too tight, but you know, kind of grazes the places that you want to highlight. So again, to each her own. If you want it to fit a little bit less full, you can size down. I ordered my true size, and I don't mind the volume that it has. So that's what I wore. Thank you for tuning in. If you weren't able to tune in originally, the links will be available on my different social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, as well as on thecaftancutie.com, my lifestyle blog. So feel free to check us out. It was a fun conversation with Candace of CherishedFlight, and I really enjoyed picking out my outfit for this one. Keep following me. There will be more styling videos as I unbox some more of the caftans that I've purchased during this time of lockdown. It's not a bad habit to develop, so I have fun with it. All right, thank you, and see you next time. May your days be easy and your caftans breezy.
I'ma be who I be, I'ma do what I do.